Commence primary ignition.
What's up, guys? I'm Emily Swallow. If you're looking at this, you're watching the Virtual Cantina Network. This is the way.
Hello. Hello there.
General Jawitz.
This way, yes. Hello, welcome to another week, week 753 of the Clone Wars one. I don't think Mark liked that very much when I said that the other night. But it was pretty, we were all laughing.
Well, he's not feeling it the same way we are, so yeah.
I know, right? Welcome to another week of the Virtual Cantina Watch-Along, Clone Wars edition, from part of the Summer of Snips. We're 3/4 of the way out. We are in August, so we're on the home stretch. I'm Spencer. I'm one of your hosts for the evening, and I'm with El Jefe. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm hanging out and ready to watch a million more Clone Wars episodes.
Oh, I know. A lot more, a million more Clone Wars episodes. Well, we're very excited about everything that's been going on. First and foremost, would love to welcome you to please.
Oh, yeah, we need to do that.
StreamYard. Yes, please go to StreamYards.com/Facebook and make sure we have your name so we can actually see who we're chatting with.
Specifically you, Facebook user, just because you come up in our chat on StreamYard as Facebook user, and we would prefer.
Yes, Facebook user.
So we can see you if we're in the other chats, but you know.
Yes, we like to see you all over the place because we're cool like that. Hey, Steven, that's who it is. Excellent. So we're very excited to see you. Hey, Peter. First and foremost, congratulations to Mr. Kevin Thompson on becoming the first inductee into the Virtual Cantina Hall of Fame. We've had Kevin on the show a whole slew of times, been involved in 2 of our events and hosting Idol one year. I would say that Kevin was the right choice for the first inductee. What do you say, Jeff?
Definitely well-deserved. Very gracious about receiving it. Yeah, so it was a nice little ceremony, and he seemed taken aback when you pulled your little bait and switch on him about why he was in the happy hour.
Well, he kept on asking questions when I was texting about stuff. I'm like, oh, we're going to talk about the show. We're going to do all about this other stuff. And he's like, okay, cool. Don't worry. It's all SAG. It's all not going to hurt SAG. So you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Hi, Batman. What the hell? Our third amigo is in the chat from the Boonies. Good to see you there. But yes, congratulations to Kevin. Want to plug also to tomorrow night at Fan Expo Boston. We will have our meetup. This year we're doing it at Celebrity Karaoke, hosted by Emily Swallow. And you never know, we might go live on Facebook Live or on the VCN sometime during the night for some reason. Who knows? But if you're going to be in Boston, we'd love to see you. Also want to let you know that the VCN's own Ashley Brienzo does have a table right by the autograph hall, like literally behind the wall from autograph hall.
Very
So
cool.
she's got a great location right on an aisle. You won't miss it because she's got her big "We Got Hope" banner of Hera.
And her amazing Hera art on display to catch your eye as you walk down the aisle.
Kevin is the best part of Weird Science. Well, when you're playing Chet the Hutt, you don't get much better than that, Carl. Sorry, I'm going to miss you this weekend, Carl, my con buddy up here. But yeah, we're going to have our meetup tomorrow night. Very excited about that. But also, we will also be in Bakersfield again next year.
This year.
That's next week. Sorry. Jeff, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we'll be at Bakerfield Collector Con up at I forget what the arena's called, but it's a nice venue they have there that they can use for different things. And in this particular case, it pulls double duty where it acts as a show floor for the con, and they have a little stage area for any entertainment they decide to put up. And last year they had a really cool cosplay contest and some other things going on there. And there'll be a whole slew of signing guests, including a bunch of Star Wars actors, some of which we know here on the VCN, including Leilani Shu, Chris Bartlett, Tate Fletcher, as well as Leilani's daughter Ariel. They'll be together, which is fun. They're always great to see together. And I think young Cassian Andor will be there as well.
Yes, Antonio Vina, who we met at Rhode Island Comic Con last year, and he was our surprise guest at our meetup at Rhode Island. So
that's very cool.
Good kid. His father's great as well, Sergio. Hey, Skip, for a second.
So they're supposed to give us a table near the other fan groups, the 501st, the Droid Builders. They should be nearby, so we might be lined up right next to them. So we shouldn't be too hard to find. Myself and Mike will be there representing, and we'll be wearing some of the new VCN gear, the baseball jerseys that just finished up for the being on sale. But there may be a possibility, if you're in the area and you cruise through, you might have the option of, a little late purchase. But that'll be only for people at the show. So if you do really want one and you didn't get in and you happen to be coming to the show, or you don't hear about this at all and you happen to come through the show and you see our, you talk to us about the shirts we're wearing, you might have that opportunity again. So, it should be cool. We'll have, we'll be talking about the different shows we do here. This one, Rebels, Daughters, the Unifying Force, and the Jedi Archives. Mike will probably be talking that up quite a bit. It's a fun little con. We'll be there for 2 days. So, yeah, if you get a chance, come by and say hi.
Absolutely. And then, obviously, next weekend is Fan Expo Chicago with the monstrosity of lineup that they have over there.
It just keeps bulging and expanding and morphing into more and more stuff.
I know. I'm already having FOMO. But I know I can't get out of Chicago for the one day that I'd be able to do it if I was going to.
Mm-hmm.
But, hopefully we'll have a bunch of meetups over there and getting up to Rhode Island. But last weekend, we had announced family vacation 2 going back to Cali. And a whole bunch of slew of stuff. We have a great event page for not only the whole entire vacation, but also our 3 public meetups that we're going to have in Los Angeles, Anaheim, meaning Fullerton, as well as in San Francisco. Tickets go on sale the 1st of December. It's going to be a pretty awesome time, and we got some incredible things that are lining up, and things are falling into our laps since the announcement was made. That's going to be pretty exciting. And if you've ever if you were at the last vacation, or if you've even gone to a meetup with us, you know that we like to have fun, and we like to spend time together. So we're very looking.
If you can make it to any part of the event, you'll enjoy yourself. They're going to be like multiple days, like you're saying there. So if you can't make it to the entire thing, which will probably be exhausting but fun as well, definitely try to come by and hook up with us anywhere that is open in terms of a public event that we're putting on. We do have some private events in San Francisco, so that's a little bit more restrictive.
But we're going to have a lot of fun, and that's the most important thing, and they were all going to be together. But tonight we are going to be watching Season 5, Episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9 of The Clone Wars, which is the Illimark, which is going to be very exciting. We're going to get to see some things that are going to link directly into Ahsoka. I'm actually very excited because a couple of members were on the Halcyon last week and was able to get me a pair of Montrails. So I think I'm probably going to get them signed by Ashley tomorrow.
You're just going to wear them around. That's all.
Oh, absolutely. With my Ahsoka shirt, because I actually got the Ahsoka shirt from Celebration. Excited, I was going to the first episode, and obviously I was supposed to meet Rosario again, and she canceled off Boston. So I'm like, all right, well, that goes back into the closet. But very excited about, obviously Ahsoka. It's going to have 2 episodes on the 23rd, and they said the timing is going to be about an hour and a half for the 2 of them. So probably about 45-minute episode each, which, hey, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm glad they're not starting out with a lesser amount. I'm sure an episode or 2 may duck down to like 35 minutes, because that's sort of been the scenario for the last few shows.
Right.
But they do sort of seem to average out at 40, 45 minutes, somewhere in there, which is ideal for what us TV viewing folks are used to when it comes to an hour-long show with commercials. But thankfully, right now, there's no commercials.
Well, if you also look at the whole scenario, like Andor, Andor had hour-long episodes, and
right, they fluctuate.
Yeah, we thought they were incredible, as far as timing was concerned and all that nature. But it never seemed long enough. That's how I felt back then. But great episode last night of Daughters of the Galaxy with Mark and Jamie. Mark filling in, and Mark being, a number 1 fan of Mon Mothma. So it was very apropos, having him actually end up being there. I don't know. We didn't think about it earlier and say, "Hey, Mark, why don't we just have you?"
Well, then in this case, there would have been an empty, an empty spot that said Ashley and no Ashley. It's better that Mark represent Ashley in that spot and not have a hole in the.
I was joking that he should grab his loft cat and just put it in the corner just to represent.
There you go. Replicate her little setup.
Exactly. So it's all good. But they'll be back in 2 weeks, and they are actually going to be talking Ahsoka, which is pretty awesome. Hey, Frank, how are you? Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday at Fan Expo Boston, and it's gonna be fun. They just announced that the Expo Boston, the multi-day passes are sold out. They literally this morning they announced that the Hayden panel was canceled, and by lunchtime they canceled the Hayden panel because he is nervous about SAG. And I don't know whether or not it was like, hey, I know all these people paid money to come see me in a panel, but I'm not going to go. You're not going to pay to come see me talk about my daughter, or what do I like pineapple on my pizza? Which was a question that I did request because they gave us they had a whole survey online for that. But I'm excited about it. There's a great panel at 2:30 about filming Star Wars in Ireland. It's the North American premiere at Fan Expo Boston. He's actually a good friend of Blabba the Hutt as well. I did speak to Gary. So I'm going to go see that. And then at 4:30, if I can make it over there, there is a screening of Rebels. I don't know what episodes or anything of that nature, but I did pack my Rebels Revisit t-shirt just to make sure I'm representing.
Right.
Advertising if Ashley is able to grab somebody to watch her table, she might tag along. She has business cards and stuff for the show. But once again, we're going to be watching at the top of the hour, season 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Very excited about that. Also, you might not see it here, but I'm wearing the brand new Daughters of the Galaxy Master t-shirt, which you can get on TeePublic right now at teepublic.com/user/virtual-cantina. We have a whole slew of Daughters of Galaxy shirts, Pride shirts, patriotic shirts, some OG shirts, like just spoiler alert. Very excited about that. Thank you, Phil. Appreciate that. And I see a whole bunch of other people in the chat. once again, thank you all for joining us on all our shows. And we appreciate you, and we wouldn't do this for you if we didn't love what we did. So thank you very much for being part of our 60,000 member family. I mean, we talk about it all the time. We got a lot of new people in the room. I mean, Jeff, you were in the family in the first 5,000. So you've seen it from the inception all the way through like today. It's pretty mind-boggling in some capacities.
Yeah, definitely had to get that celebration news, and this is where I found it. And it's been the most consistent and best source since then. So, and not a lot of nonsense, which is very nice in a group.
But there is shenanigans. There's shenanigans about all the time here on the VCN, and we appreciate that. Also, I haven't figured out when or how I'm going to do it, but I have a special Funko Pop that I meant to do for the 60,000 reveal.
Oh.
But we have a Funko Pop signed by Chris Bartlett with a nice 0 drawing on it.
Original artwork. That's crazy.
Yeah, he just did that. And I'm like, wow, that's incredible. So we'll contest for that. Not tonight, but relatively soon. We'll figure out when. Yes, Phil, it is going to be absolutely fantastic to have the trip right after San Diego Comic-Con. We must be psychotic, first and foremost. The fact that a lot of us are going to actually try to go for a day or two to San Diego and do this monstrosity of a trip. But I'm excited because it's a bucket list for me. So the fact that I'm going to try to go for one day, I think I'm going to, I'm excited about that. I mean, Jeff, you're a veteran of the San Diego scene. It's going to be a lot.
I can only handle it for one day for the most part. It's a lot. There's so much going on now. I remember when the con was a lot more basic, and it's evolved into a different beast at this point where it's not necessarily better, but different. There's definitely a lot more going on. Yeah, so you'll be overwhelmed. It'll be sort of like going to Celebration for the first time.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I've read a lot of articles about a lot of people said they actually preferred this year without the big studio Hall H.
It was a different vibe.
It felt more like an actual con per se, and more about the properties and the comic books and the characters and the actors, as opposed to, going to, fighting for Hall H just for reveals.
I say that it's evolved or devolved, however you look at it, from that type of old school comic con that did some little stuff, because back in the day they were pushing Star Wars there. 1976, it was a 76 show because it was out by the time they did the 77 show. But it was much more kind of like the Star Wars booth used to be a booth, and now it's like 10 booths or something, including other properties that they're associated, or not properties, but vendors and things of their property. So yeah, it's a different thing, and like you said, the Hall H stuff is all big movies pushing their new stuff or whatever, big studios pushing the new whatever. And like Kevin Smith can attest, they draw people and draw them out if they want to, because he did a panel in Hall H after Star Wars. They gave everybody a free $20 or whatever saber on the way in, or on the way out maybe. But I wasn't there. I wasn't at that day. I think I was at the day before. But so they came in, did their panel, and said, "Hey, everybody, you're invited to a free orchestra concert." And I don't know if they showed the movie or not, or just clips. They invited them outside of Hall H, the entire $6,500, 100 seat room, and basically everybody got up and walked out right before Kevin Smith was going to start his panel. I forget what he was pushing that year, but he had a big Hall H panel, which is pretty impressive. And they took his audience, and he was left with crickets basically. The people that were there for him were still there, but it was probably less than 500 compared to 6,500, right? So
that would be kind of like like we were in the Wind Trust in Chicago, and we had that many people there for like all the panels, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so John Williams is gonna play in the streets outside Chicago," and then they were gonna do like I don't know, like the Art of Star Wars panel on main stage, and like everybody else is gone.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer when they do that type of stuff, because who ends up getting affected by it is usually somebody who doesn't necessarily deserve it. Not that anybody does, but maybe
Right.
lesser.
But yeah, I think we're gonna be all hopped up on Red Bull and Mountain Dew and Jolt Cola and Stackers for those 10 days.
All the sugar and twice the caffeine. Gotta love that Jolt.
Absolutely. Very excited I'm excited about the trip, and you can always check out the video of Mark Vinola and I. Very excited about all the things we're doing. The meetups are going to be incredible. The 2 Bunta E special editions are going to be very, very awesome, and they're going to be completely different in how we operate them as well. The whole feel of either one are going to be very unique to whatever theme they end up being. And if it goes the way I think it's going to go, I think it's going to be something. It's going to be crazy. It literally will be crazy. And we did announce that we are going to do a special meetup at the end of the trip with Academy Award winner Hal Hickel, which is what a way to end the entire week is to spend some time with Hal.
Very cool.
Looking
forward.
Absolutely. So we're about 8 minutes out. So make sure you have your D Plus machines all queued up to season 5 of the Clone Wars episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9. Also want to plug the fact that the Young Jedi Adventures are now on Disney Plus. They were released at the same time as Guardians 3, and Guardians 3 is up on Disney Plus now as well. So if you missed that, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun movie. The soundtrack is fantastic, but any James Gunn movie, you're going to have a great soundtrack because he seems to like to do that stuff.
And those movies specifically have their whole everything's wrapped around this mixtape idea, so it's even more. But,
absolutely. But what else is going on? I know they just announced a bunch of people for LA Comic-Con, and there's tickets going on sale soon.
Yeah, tickets are on sale now, early bird. But 3-day is the one that you can't get a single day early bird right now. I don't know if they're going to do an early bird for single day, but yeah, 3 days are on sale, and VIP and VVIP, which I thought was interesting. But VIP didn't look that intriguing to me, and I don't remember what VVIP included, but again, the price is going up exponentially, so I'm getting less and less interested. Might be something that Skip would be jumping on, but not me personally, at least for this show. We tend to get Elijah Wood a lot, and he's back this year. So if you're into the Hobbitses, you can see him. I happened to cross him one year while I was in Homer cosplay right after he had come off a panel, and was able to get a photo with him as Homer.
That's great.
But yeah, so he's one of the main guests. I can't remember the other ones.
Elijah was announced as well.
That's what I just said. Elijah Wood.
Sean Astin. Sorry.
Sean was announced as well. That's right. They're usually lighter on the Star Wars type folks for some reason. I don't know why. Which kind of annoys me.
Did they have like Giancarlo and Katie last year?
They had Giancarlo and Ming-Na were there for sure. I don't know if Katie was or not. I can't remember. But it's a few, sure, but it's not like a faction. Those things happen elsewhere than that con, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, and they just announced the headliner for Fana Expo San Francisco is Ewan McGregor.
Nice.
So Ewan's going to be up in San Fran, which is good for Hunter, who just joined the room. So hello, Hunter. Looking forward to seeing you on the vacation. Yeah, as he just Jinx, you owe me a blue milk. We're literally just talking about that. We're very excited about everything. Anybody going to Tucson Comic-Con on Labor Day? I'm sure we have a bunch of members. I know we have a bunch of members I'm thinking of right now that are in that area that probably will stop by, Phil. But also, I know you're coming across as a Facebook user, but please go on to StreamYard.com/Facebook just to activate your account name. That way we know exactly who you are. We can give you proper credit as we come on there. But we got 5 more minutes. And a whole bunch of stuff is going on. This coming Sunday is another episode of the Jedi Archives run by our Guardians of the Wills, and they'll be joined by Ashley as they're going to be watching another episode of Tales of the Jedi from the Ahsoka arc, which was a lot of fun. And then obviously we have Rebels Revisited next week, and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We might be having a new show debut next week. We're just waiting the final words on that. So if you have an idea of a show that you might want to do on the Virtual Cantina Network, shoot us an email at virtualcantinanetwork@gmail.com. Or if you want to help us out with any graphics or producing or helping with our events that are coming up or anything of nature, we could always use help. Because it's usually the same suspects that ends up doing it for everything. And it's usually, we're 2 of them, right? Sitting right here, watching the show right now. Not that we're complaining, but, we love more people to be involved, not just see our beautiful faces all the time. And, yes, you're a Batman.
That was from earlier.
I know
out of
that,
context.
Out of
Gotta
context.
mess with people out of context.
Yes. Well, when have we ever been in context?
Uh-huh.
Awesome, Phil. Well, definitely when you go to LA Comic-Con, meet up with Jeff over there. I'm sure we'll do a meetup. We did a meetup last year at LA Comic-Con. I'm sure we'll do something similar. Hopefully this time you will not be online for beverages for an hour.
I'll make sure all that's available to everybody who comes so that there's no running away to try to grab stuff and wasting time. Yep. So, likelihood is we'll try to do it somewhere else in or adjacent to the convention center, not necessarily where we did it last time, because that was very crowded.
Yes, you'll find Jeff. No, that's absolutely fantastic. Once again, we've got 3 more minutes until we get to our meetup. Well, I'm in meetup mode right now, which is fantastic. Until we start watching the Clone Wars, we should go Biggest Field. They got a couple of people. Well, yes, they got a couple of good people, but you never know when those good people might show up in other places. Just throwing that out there.
I think he's closer to Bakersfield than he is to some of the other.
I know, but Hunter may be at certain things that may have certain people that might be similar line.
Right, that are, could be good people as well. I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yes.
Or very likely to.
I have an angle, but I can't say it, but I can give you like a name, if you will. So we have about 2 minutes right now from the start. So please start getting your D+ machines all queued up so we'll be able to watch. You see me. You feel me, dog, don't you? Yeah. No.
Season
sorry.
5.
No, you can't. Sorry.
Season 5, episode 6, The Gathering.
Yes. So should we just let it play and I'll just tell you when we get to the...
Yeah, I'll pause it when I get to it because I get to it fast on the browser or whatever. So, yeah. Once you see the logo again or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So very excited about that. We got about a minute before the first episode. Do we have the online countdowns anymore, or is it going to be a 5-second count?
This brand always has them. It's other brands that's the problem with this.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I got the 30-second last night, but I was like, I was waiting for Stinky to be there. See, the more you know.
Anywho, yes.
I think he's the official mascot of the VCN.
For sure now. The only time I have an issue with something like that is when we're doing something else where everything is assets for that particular show.
Right.
So, I mean, we could do everything in this one and have a billion of whatever. It would be a little less organized, but everything would be there, and then there wouldn't be that problem. But I don't know.
Have a good one, Phil. I know what that's like. So anyway, why don't we start the countdown, and we'll get started with episode 6.
All right, sounds good. All right, here she comes.
Orchestral fanfare.
It's the best kind.
Exactly.
I got Star Wars theme playing, and then little notes.
He who faces himself finds himself. Is that sort of like when Luke is in the cave?
Cut his own head off?
Yeah.
Yeah, try not to cut your own head off, but yeah.
Okay.
Youngling.
Ahsoka, but I think that we should see a little green guy like floating somewhere at this time. I'm waiting for them to draw him in.
If George was still in charge, it may have happened already. But considering, have they done any kind of special edition of anything they've produced yet?
No, they have not.
Well, they've changed the original, right? Didn't McClunky happen after the?
They did add it because they added McClunky in the Disney Plus era. They've added more Tem.
It's Gungy, by the way. You gotta love Gungy.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot more Tem. It's kind of interesting, but he's going to show up a lot more now. I'm hoping we get a lot of Tem in a coming show that we're leading up to this summer.
Yep. That's so Wizard.
Yeah, that guy.
Hitster should be there. I'm telling you.
Hitster and Wald.
Yeah.
That was Warwick playing a little chunky Rhodian. A chunky Rhodian.
So Ilum, as we all know it, mostly if you did not watch these episodes, turns into Star Killer Base eventually, which is very interesting. But it's nice to see all.
They do weird decisions like that, I have found.
Yes.
But I like the cross-section of species that they have that are Jedi here.
It's funny when we first watched, the trailer for season 2 of Mandalorian, we all thought the snow planet was actually going to be Ilum. We were literally talking it was going to be Ilum or it was going to be Hoth. Like I remember us breaking down during that trailer. We watched it several times and watched several sports ball games waiting for this damn trailer to start. But it's funny. But the other thing that I find is hilarious is that we want to see other planets that we've seen before, and we're getting a lot of new planets, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But we keep on going back to Tatooine. Like, let's go to Hoth.
Yeah, it's the center of the outer rim.
It's
I don't know.
Hey Peter, how are you?
Peter's living in the future. Oh yeah.
Peter, please go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so we can give you proper credit for there. You see a big down there. But I also want to say that love the fact to see our jersey represented in front of the city bridge. That was actually pretty damn cool.
Yeah. That was pretty cool, actually. You're right. That very picturesque location.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love landmarks and showing off the goods. Uh-oh. Yoda's getting cray.
It kind of reminds me now he's pulling a Yandu. So what if he starts whistling? Would that lightsaber start flying around?
Goes through one of the Padawans' heads. Whoops, sorry.
It's a little local bridge. Yes, it's a toll bridge.
Indeed.
That goes over Eastwood Ravine.
I thought that was a train trestle.
The animation of that water is like so good.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing just now because of what we had talked about before. It does improve exponentially from season to season and sometimes from episode to episode. Or their graphic skill, I should say, not water particularly in the show. I love the eyes in the Rhodians. It's like a star field.
It's sort of like getting your wand at Ollivanders. It's like you'll know which one's yours.
It picks you. So creepy.
Don't grab that red one.
Unless it really calls your name.
Yeah.
Oh wait, then don't grab it even more. So creepy the way the ice encroaches on the entrance there. You don't really get that feeling right then when they show the little bit at the top, but
right.
As this spoiler alert, as this episode goes on, you see it get very much close.
You are connected now, Peter.
Aha. Yay. There you are. You're no longer just a measly Facebook user. We have a face with the name. Actually, I don't see the avatar. Wow, it's crept pretty far now. In StreamYard, but I see it in if I'm monitoring it on Facebook. So.
I just found out as well. If you're a fan of like really cool geeky like bowling shirts per se, Roosevelt's is going to be at Boston along with Her Universe, and I was told today that they have the new Ahsoka line at the Her Universe booth.
That's interesting.
So I might have to pick up a chopper.
Yeah, some of that stuff is really cool. I was liking a couple of the hoodies and a couple of the shirts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this does have some creeper vibes and that whole like psychological thing.
Right. Well, it's like the trials,
Yeah, he's hunting crystal though. It's a little different.
Crystal meth.
Maybe. Look, it's blue. He's gonna go give that to Walter White.
Do some cooking.
That's Jedi Pinkman. I mean Jesse Pinkman.
Watch someone find the black one quicker than Keanu did.
I'm gonna turn that off.
As Hunter's watching, wait, you should be watching Clone Wars. Why are you watching Breaking Bad?
Oh, sending people away. That's not good.
Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We really appreciate everybody who joins us for all of our shows. I know we got a lot of programming and a lot of stuff to learn and hear about Ahsoka. But one thing Ashley Eckstein said in an article a couple weeks ago, watch as much of Ahsoka back as you can. Get prepped. So, if you want to go back and watch a lot of our episodes, you can go to our Virtual Cantina Network. It's just youtube.com/@Sline Virtual Cantina Network. I see the issue that you're having right now. I understand. That's why you have multiple TVs in your house. He's kidding. No one has 2 television sets.
That's why we have the time stamp up sort of as a vague reference point.
Yes.
You can stop and start and come in late or whatever, and you're good. Hopefully, at least relatively good. There goes that creeping frozen door thing. An Ithorian with a weird neckerchief thing. Got a lot of neck. It's also, isn't it more than neck? It's like something else because his mouth is like down here in his throat.
Does he have the transcriber, the thing that like you saw?
I don't think so.
Mama Cheese, had
Right.
in Fett.
Yep. Is that the only time we've seen that be, or is there other times?
I think we might have
that's the
seen
only
it in a cartoon because we definitely didn't see Hammerhead have it in the 70s.
No, for sure.
But Hammerhead was I think Hammerhead was my number one favorite obscure character from the original movies, or at least from A New Hope.
Right.
My Empire was Lobot, and then Bib Fortuna was my Empire, my Jedi. I mean,
I really liked. Well, I guess that was for Empire. It was my IG-88 figure that I had. But what was it? For Star Wars, the original Star Wars. Yeah, some of those. I think Greedo probably was the one I gravitated to for some reason, even though he died. Maybe that was why.
possibly.
Because I played with that figure so much that I lost it. So, although my Vader, I broke his head off by playing with him.
Oh, geez. This reminds me of that Wall in the Rebels episode where, they're climbing up with Maul to get the holocron.
Right. Is that a crystal detector?
Yeah.
Trying to cheat. Oh. There you go. Now it's going to work good.
And then she finds a crystal.
Spoiler alert. You could probably assume that they all find crystals if you hadn't seen this, but I love this sort of
It reminds me of the green crystal in the Fortress of Solitude.
Sink into the control panel. Look at that ice is encroaching hardcore. I think Yoda could like cut a hole in it ultimately, because he does have a saber, doesn't he? Why is Gungi the only one that's got like frost on him?
He's got a beard all over his body, but it's a beard nevertheless.
But I mean, I could see him having frost around where he was breathing, like somebody who has a beard. Well, I guess I don't know. I need to get a bunch of fur and then go out in the cold and see where I frost.
What if that kyber crystal was yellow and she was by the cliff? Would that be like the soul stone?
Be like she was stealing Ray's thunder by having a yellow saber. Turned out the light. What are they in a spirit Halloween or something?
Yeah, right.
Watch out for the monster. Oh no, pull the plug on it. Take the light bulb out.
Sniffle. Clunky.
Oh, I went by a venue I wouldn't consider well, you see those memes of Spirit Halloween on everything. There was a movie theater that had Spirit Halloween on the marquee, which was kind of weird.
Isn't there a Spirit Halloween movie coming out?
I wouldn't have doubt it. Why couldn't the Athorian kid do the same thing so he didn't have to get close to the scary monster?
Right. He's like, holy crap, it worked. It's nice to see that the kid that was born in the back of the Ford in Men in Black, is out on a trip to go find his kyber crystal.
Sure, that's not Corky Crease.
Look behind you.
Look in that hole you made.
Put your hand through. Kind of looks like that. Ah, you're melting.
Got a self-destruct on that thing. Did the trick.
Yeah. Oh, look, right next to it is the Jedi text.
Yeah. It's Frosty Gungi.
Just skate, dude. Use your claws.
Yeah. I think he's worried about going through it, isn't he? Yeah, there.
Whoa.
Create long cracks as you slide across it instead of concentrated ones.
Like that.
That'll get you there. It'd be best if it's just
that's a good shot. That was not opportune. Like, that was wrong in so many ways.
We could have done it more gracefully, but whatever.
Yes.
So has this cave only got blue crystals in it? We haven't seen anybody find a green one or anything else yet.
Yeah. And it's Harbulary batteries.
Ooh, just broke her skull. Oh no.
Oops. He should.
Oh. Oh, those her Montreal things probably helped her from hurting her head so much, maybe. Although I don't know if those things hurt when you smash them on the ground. Let me out. See, now if she had the rest of her saber, could have built it right then and she could get out of there with the saber.
Right.
Ooh. Wah. Sadness. Okay. Oh. It's like, yeah, so.
Pietro's gonna go to the dark side.
He's gonna be Darth Petrol.
Yes.
Yeah, hell no. Die on their own, they will. All alone. That ice is encroaching. This is
It's chosen poorly.
yeah. What's it called? It's giving me Indiana Jonesy's vibes.
Yep. Can I just make it vibrate and crack the ice? I was kidding. There you go.
Yep. Could have gave it a Jedi punch too.
Yep.
Sure, they learned Jedi punch. Oh. I'm slick. I'll make it out.
Slide.
This looks like rad little teeth.
She's gonna pull an Indiana Jones. Wait, put your hand through and put your hat.
Oops, you dropped your hat, your kyber crystal. Go reach back through to grab it.
Right.
And now he dead. Or is he Hassan Chop? So that was a blue kyber crystal store.
Yeah.
Any
The
other
green's
color?
probably in another location.
I never understood the meaning of the colors. So if there's something beyond finding the color you're looking for, I have no clue. I've heard the red is after it bleeds or something. It's all not quite clear to me. So if Mike was in the chat, he'd be all about it. But there might be other people that are all about it too. So you can feel free to chime in and correct me on my wrong kyber crystalling. Although I have a black one. Actually, I have two.
Me too.
You were fortunate enough to join that club. Very cool. Oh, okay, show's over. Let me know when you get to the thingamabobber.
Yep. All right.
You want me to play the countdown, or you want me to?
No, dude. I'll count to 5.
Okay.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
More fortune cookie stuff. Oops.
Yes.
I forgot to play. Sorry. I'm behind. Sorry.
That's fine.
Pay attention to the show instead of the timer.
It happens.
I guess. Some drama in this recap. And away they go. See, even the ships, this is a very cool looking vehicle. What's he fighting now with?
Looks very similar to like the Tad Teeth.
I love how you just give him a bowl and say, here, fight this robot drone that shoots at you
right
with this bowl on your head. The ones in the Jedi Temple were a little bit more refined, I guess, but they were basically just bowls too, right?
So are they at Savvy's right now, or are they going to be building the sabers? Or
It's kind of like that, except for they had to go to docks and buy their kyber crystals before they could go into Savi's. They've passed the gathering. That'd be cool, actually, to have to go like find your kyber crystal inside Batu or something. Oh well.
well, it's gonna be cool. I mean, I love the fact that when they announced, who's gonna play the droid, Dave said in the panel, "Oh, it's the Good Doctor." So they announced that David Tennant's gonna be coming back to do the voice, which is awesome.
Yeah, he was in the trailer, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, but I like him.
It was cool. It was cool that the fact that Dave even said that in the trailer. I mean, in the panel that that it's the Doctor. It's
right.
Because you knew the fan. Once you're a geek, you're a geek everywhere. So.
I would like to have Tom Kane narrate my life as well.
Tom Kane over Morgan Freeman.
Well, Peter's mentioning having the voiceover guy do the recap of his day.
Oh, I know.
I mean, Morgan Freeman. I probably would go with like James Earl Jones, but Morgan Freeman does an excellent job.
Yes. What connects you to the Force? Lumpy.
That's his cousin. I wonder if they did any mocap of Tennant for this droid. I doubt it. There's a lot of movement going on.
Would you be surprised if it was Chris?
Yeah, that's would actually make more sense in terms of mocap. There we go. This is definitely a Savi's thing right here. Look, chassis. I think. When did this?
Well, that's what what Mark was saying the other night, that we should really try to get a couple of time slots that it's just VCN people building sabers.
Oh, you mean fill up the whole room with VCN people building sabers? It's not theoretically impossible.
Right.
Might be a little difficult, but also if you have those little hookups, sometimes it's easier. But what is it? 12, I think, plus guests.
Right.
12 people could build at a time. I believe it's 12. And
Night, Jake.
they have those. Oh, Jake, out of here. Alrighty. Anyways, they have the new stuff here in Anaheim. I don't know if they got the new Saber bits in Hollywood Studios. Do you know?
I don't know yet. I mean, they didn't have it when I built my saber last September.
Yeah, I don't think they'd come out yet. So I'm not sure if they're there currently. Because they've been here in Anaheim for a few months at least. It's weird how things take forever to get one place to the other sometimes.
Gonna challenge Obi-Wan and kill Grievous. Okay. How uncivilized.
Does that mean he wants to strike Obi-Wan down?
And become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
There you go. He wants to make him powerful. It's like, I'm gonna make Obi-Wan the powerfulest, and then kill Grievous. He won't be powerful because he's not a Force ghost. Oh no! Put the kyber crystal in first. That'd be cool if you could do some kind of weird thing like this when you built your saber at Savi's.
It all comes off like on fish lines.
Would probably be more like you put the pieces in like a tray that you decided on and put it like in a thing, and then on a screen like a 3D version of your bits being combined would show up as, and like with after the cast member in the back is sitting here, putting it together without you knowing it, and then it comes back out. That could be like a self-serve Savi's. Except that wouldn't be self-serve because
wasn't that when you go and buy like extra like scrap pieces? It's almost like self-serve
scrap
Savi's.
Metal. Yeah, they don't do scrap metal a lot. I've gotten some cool scrap metal pieces though, and they had the coupler here. I don't know if they have the coupler in East either.
Right.
I haven't used my coupler yet, but I could put two of my sabers together with that coupler and make a double-bladed saber that looks really weird. But yeah, maybe I'll get the other half of the new power and control that I got, and put those two pieces together. I like the designs of a lot of the new stuff. They stepped up their game a bit in many cases.
Right.
All right, what's happening? Like she said, we were boarded. He just gave himself a purple nurple.
Okay, right.
Oh no, he's gonna store them crystals in his chest. Oh, uh-oh. Shady One Kenobi is.
Yeah, he is definitely Shady One Kenobi.
It'd be funny if there was a one of these pirates that looked like Marty. Well, not like Marty, but like Bane.
No, I got you. Well, they're all weak ways, so why not?
Well, he's a different species, though. Isn't he? Because he doesn't have like
no. David Lemon. Hi, David. I'm Grandpa. Don't.
Uh-oh. Use that old trick.
What, the Popo?
Hide in the smuggling chambers.
Yes. Yes, it is.
How is that not common knowledge and like somewhere that gets checked every time you go looking for somebody in a ship? It seems like they use it a lot. And then look, she's just right there. Like, he look down and you see them. Yeah, at least go underneath the part that's not a grate. How do you carry on a conversation within feet of them and expect them not to hear where you're at? I want to hear the Brodian say McClunky.
That's his first word.
When they get caught. I do like this, like I said before, the sort of mishmash of Star Wars species in this group. That was one thing I felt was heavily lacking in Andor, was diversity of species. There was a few and the very cool ones played by some cool
right, they did more humanoid. elements as opposed to
Like the entire prison was just humanoids.
right.
Nothing of any other species. And I could see
Gotta love
the Empire side being no anything but humanoid, but you would imagine they would be very willing and able to pick up.
Hondo knew it. They're hiding in the ventilation system.
Hondo's smart.
Yeah.
He knows what's up. And he don't mess around. And he's voiced by an amazing voice actor.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yes. Good old Winnie the Pooh.
Duck.
And Tigger too, as a matter of fact. But yeah, now they're like, duh. Let's go looking where there could be that we didn't check yet. How did he? They pulled up all the things, and that guy just walked across. He should have fallen in like a hole.
That would be funny.
Especially when they, fogged it up and couldn't see where he was going. Step up in that hole.
Someone's cooking. Oh, he's completely a different Honda.
That's Honda.
Right. R2 to rescue.
Yeah, Hondo's evolved and lightened up a bit, I think, over the years. This guy's like a bulky, what's his face?
He's like a wrecker Weequay.
Right, yeah, Weequay. Definitely not the normal version. Uh-oh. Getting loked over here. Whoops. Haha.
Turn it on.
Did it done good. Oh, spoiler alert. Right there. Okay, so. Hey,
You know you're dead.
how convenient.
Okay,
Wow.
so the whole episode they were calling them young Jedis, and this is the first time they call them younglings. It's like, all right, which one are you?
Yeah, you'd think they'd be more consistent. We can stand and fight. Need your sabers. Petro's giving me some weird elf vibes. What did you call him earlier?
Hobbits? Pietro, it's sister Wanda.
Oh, right. He's very quick.
Mm-hmm. He's silver even.
See, now if he was that fast, he would have had less problems finding this Kyber crystal.
Yeah.
No, actually, he ran around a lot before
he was trying to get steps in, didn't you know?
Yeah. This is an interesting move. Putting all them remotes on self-destruct, which is bad to have on every device you own, I think, but that's okay, I guess. Uh-oh. But if every electronic device we had a self-destruct on it, that'd be pretty trippy. I think we need to start doing that. Doesn't matter if it's weaponized or not. It's a self-destruct. I gotta get some Funyuns. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ooh. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying these episodes. I know there's a lot of people in the room, but appreciate that you guys are up with us. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm. Funyuns.
Yes.
Haven't eaten dinner yet, so.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah,
very
I'm
nice
hungry.
dinner.
We got 1 billion episodes left.
Yep.
No, only half or 1.5. I don't know. A few.
Ooh, he's destroying.
That beheading a droid was supposed to disable it. That droid got no head. You ain't got no head, Captain Droid.
I'm quite beside myself. It's just a flesh wound.
Tis but a scratch.
Oh, he's total wrecker like.
Wow.
Ooh, nice spin kick.
Some great wire work in this episode.
Yeah, right?
That's fun. Getting sucked out into space.
Yep.
Damn. She's like, bye-bye. Oh, no.
Yep.
There we go.
I'm going to step off for one quick second. I'll be right back.
All right. Crazy. Hit it. Punch it, Ahsoka. Still don't get how this droid is wandering around headless. Very zombie apocalypse-y to me. That's how you get Terminators. Oh, wait, they already have stuff like that. I mean, I really like the interiors of the ship, though. Uh-oh. There's little green men in that flying saucer. Nope, it's Hondo. Well, that guy's green. He's not that tall. That works. Good night. I always get Dracula vibes from Hondo. And there goes another episode. And for me, it is going to start in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Start. Whoops, I'll get the Disney Plus logo here. There we go. Start. We are on season 5, episode 8, Bound for Rescue. When we rescue others, we rescue ourselves. Moving right through those episodes. We got this one and one more after this, so more of Hondo. We're 25 seconds in-ish.
Cool.
Hey, he's got his head back. That's good. Or no, is this still a recap? Oh, yeah, it is. I can't hear it, so I don't get to hear Tom Kane's amazing voiceover.
Right.
Very cool guy when I met him as well. It's unfortunate he's having health issues that he's having, but happens to the best of us.
Yes. Our chaperone.
Still carrying that head around.
Oh, Cody.
Would Ahsoka be all right? That wasn't Ahsoka. Sad little Padawan younglings, young Jedi, whatever they're called.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
No bueno.
That Separatist logo always weirds me out. And it's so interesting to see the good guys in ships that look like the bad guys later on.
Right.
And sort of vice versa, actually.
Is this where R2 learned how to fix a protocol droid, or does he have a lot more experience?
It wasn't his first rodeo, huh?
Yeah. That absolutely looks like an emitter from Savvy's.
Chassis is very much the same. These crystals seem thinner than the ones you get on Batu. But oh, that right there, yeah, the one that's the Authority. Yeah, definitely. This one's really cool. If you could do something like that, that would be awesome. But you'd have to build your own, I think. My friend Mark, Jedi Santa, has a custom hilt that he created that's more ornate and it's like golden colored, but it kind of has a similar vibe to that in terms of the shape.
Right. That's cool.
But it goes well with his candy cane blade. So
yes, I know some great pictures of Leilani with the saber.
Oh yeah, he was in cosplay at that party, so lots of people got fun photos with him as Jedi Santa, including Leilani.
Yes.
Who also got photos with everybody else. So
including
good on her.
Rod Roddenberry.
Don't hawk the Trek. Well, not.
I have to. But she's like, I don't like the Trek. I'm like, we have photo evidence of the contrary, ma'am.
That was a smooth fest.
Yes.
At that party. So I don't blame her for.
Yes. Everything is
getting
bigger on Buck too.
Yeah. And this was the night before the strike broke for WGA. They were determining to go on, I think, that night. And was that no? It was the actors that night.
Yes, actors did that night. Yeah.
WGA had gone on months in advance because it's been almost. They're coming up on 100 days. It's been over 3 months, right?
Well, according to a recent article today, that they're going back to the table with the WGA. So
the Producers Guild is, yeah, or whatever they called, AMPTP, LSD, something. I don't know.
LSD.
Oh, I always find it amusing when there's a Jedi in one of those restraining field things.
Oh, it's nice to see it again. I mean, we saw on Geonosis when Obi-Wan.
Yeah, exactly. Just sort of floating there.
Right. Chantel says WGA is going in tomorrow.
Going back?
Yep.
They already complete their talks, or they're going back to the table? Oh, to talk, yeah. That's what I thought.
To have a chat.
Express the feelings and see what the feelings are taken as.
Yes. I love the fact that you had they just showed their weapon systems, and it was the same weapon systems that you saw like not only in 77, but also if you remember the 8-bit X-Wing game from when we were a kid.
Super basic. I love it.
Yeah. That's the one thing Star Wars has always done well. Great big space battles.
Yes. You have to have a good space battle or two and a good saber fight or two, and I'm happy. Put a lot of pew pew in between. Good to go.
Then you get these Grievous droids.
Yeah, there's Grievous too, so theoretically they could fight him off, couldn't they?
In theory.
Because he loves them sabers. They could at least sort of defend against them. Huh. This whole scene is very video gamey. From grabbing and throwing troopers, standing on them. Flying blind. I like that ship design. It's reminiscent of a couple others. I like the interior too.
I actually have this signed by Matt.
Very cool.
Which was that just happened.
Nice.
Now it makes me wonder, because James is going to be in town.
Mm-hmm.
Where I complete it.
Yeah. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. I probably will pack it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Strong power source. Mm-mm. I thought I heard James in some animation trailer I saw recently, but I guess I was wrong.
Right.
Last thing I heard him in was Tales of the Jedi.
Very nice.
So. Hondo's like, I'm my own person.
My name is Anakin, and I'm a person.
I'm my own pirate. A businessman. Yeah, Hondo was pretty shady back then.
How did he change his tune?
Everyone's tired. Oh yeah, time to bail. So weird. The viewer thing looks nothing like a viewer in that
Right.
pad she was looking at. Looked like a pair of binoculars. That's an interesting vessel. Sort of like the Mandalorian or the Mandalorians coming across
Right.
Mandalore. Mm. He's doing a crane. That guy's got like a Rancor head. Not the main guy, but the guy they pulled up next to him. This guy's like a weird Sebulba.
Nice mustache. Yeah, right? He should be twirling it like,
That mustache looks uncomfortable.
right? I think I'll bring it and then I'll do an auto because I even though there's a very limited amount of people there, I have a very full dance card.
You have defeated me.
Oops.
What?
Ooh, you.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Poor droids.
Matt Wood, right away from Matt Wood.
He gets to talk to himself the most.
Or he did.
Him and Tamora. Or actually, D. D really did the dialogue between the droids. I mean, the troopers, the clones.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I like how they come with the lights already on their ship, so it sort of gives that carnival vibe automatically. The big
Yeah.
top. Uh-oh. How many sabers he got? Oh, just Ahsoka's, that's right.
Gong. Gong.
Think that they wouldn't like advertise that they have Ahsoka.
Right. Local Power Rangers. With him sitting like that, it reminds me very much of the last scene of Pirates when you got Jack Sparrow sitting on the throne.
Mm-hmm.
Mushi.
It's got Predator vibes too.
Yeah. Oh, because the Waku or the tendrils guy.
Yeah, it's sort of in the shape of the head, sort of, and the rest of his outfit. Uh-huh. Wants to trick you.
Oh, he's drunk.
He has to be helped to his feet. There you go. Like nobody noticed that's around there. She had to be all up in the underside of his jacket to get up to grab those out without being right in front of him.
I love the painted Gamorrean like shuddering.
Nah. It's a sad, sad, sad Gamorrean clown.
Right.
Oh. Oh no. Huh. Whoops.
Oh, that was your hand. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that too. Have you handled the saber much?
That was breathing general, folks.
So Hondo just broke his spine,
Yeah.
but nobody cares.
Nope.
Now he just broke his face. There we go. Those are some crazy looking Jedi. Run for your life. This is way worse than whatever he did last time he visited Hondo. This guy better not come back for sure. I do like some of those outfits they got on though. Howdy, Jack. We're on season 5, episode 8. Very end of the episode. We're almost done. We'll be coming up on episode 9 very shortly.
Evening, Jack. Doing well, sir. Doing well. Hope to see you when we come out to Cali.
See ya, Chantel.
Have a good night. You learned from your masters?
Disobeyed orders. I learned from my master. He disobeyed every order.
True.
All right.
I'll let you know we'll get to the 5 seconds.
Okie dokie.
Thank you all who are still with us right now. We greatly appreciate it. We're about to watch episode 9 of season 5 of Clone Wars. We'll be starting up in exactly 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Absolutely, Jack. We look forward to seeing you. Hope you'll come have a beverage and sing some songs with us as you did before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, those pirates are happy when they are about to pillage and plunder.
Oh, yes.
And kidnap Jedi. Zip. We now find our heroes. Turn that gun around and shoot back. Come on, Gungi. You can do it.
Yep. All right, good night, Sherry.
All right, Sherry, see ya.
I got no arms.
Now it's. I guess having a head is definitely an improvement, but no arms is not good. He shouldn't have been walking around with no head, though. That was really weird.
Yes.
Armless torso wandering around.
Padawan Tano.
That's a tongue twister.
Yes.
Uh-oh. R2's always pulling the big moves, getting stuff working. That's a cool ship, though. I like that ship a lot. Phew. Bye-bye. Too little, too late, son.
Oh, you.
Uh-oh. That's to go get that droid. Or that other guy, whoever the hell it is. They're like, huh? That's who it is. They need a ride. They shall receive it.
Oh, yes.
Use that Rancor head, whatever it is. Boink. Oh, not good. Bye-bye. Y'all dead. Fix it, biscuit. That's not good. I don't know if that guy can hold them all. Will Gungi make it?
We'll find out. He should be doing the Tarzan scream that they did on Kashyyyk.
There you go. I don't see how that one little Rhodian can hold the weight of 4 other Padawans. And with all that movement not just be done. Oh, well, there you go.
R2, get out. Written and directed by George Lucas. There goes the keeper of the stories.
Yep. Never wipe that data bank. Get them sabers. All right. Uh-oh. Wrong person got them sabers. I'll see how they caught up with the ship, though. Those speeders must be pretty fast. Uh-oh. Ooh. Got battle droids on those snap things. Little fly things. I remember when that figure came out. The preview. I like the variation.
The monkey lizard. That's the color that you get over at Lot 2, isn't it? With the blue and the yellow.
Very, very close to the one that wasn't like Salacious Crumb. They showed one earlier that was like dark red with like blue freaky hair that stuck way up. I want to get that one.
We need that martini seat. I mean glasses at
Austin. Hondo's been taking a beating in the last episode or two.
Seriously. I'll do long.
Who's doing the voice here? Somebody good. I think didn't Christopher Lee did it, but like for the first season or something. or first few episodes, or just part of just some episodes or something. I don't know. Huh. Sadness. You can sort of see why Hondo changes his tune towards others.
Yeah, but I think with the right
YouTube
price,
is such-
so for the right price, still would do whatever he needed to do.
Yeah, it would have been good to go with them if Dooku hadn't pulled that maneuver. Scud. It's like the girl in that video you posted earlier.
Right?
So,
I love that video. Wait, stop!
yeah, the choice that she's like, I just want Wingstop. It's like, okay, I was half expecting it to be her just wanting some other type of maybe more substantial food. Whatever.
There's another version of the video it's a split screen with a guy with a bass, and he's like slapping the bass to it.
That's cool.
Which is pretty funny.
I like that big guy's armor. It's mainly just a chest piece, and it's got some sort of like drapey elements that are make it kind of cool.
So I ordered the Jedi version of Max Rebo with the Jedi 40th anniversary logo. I ordered it back in February, and I just got it like 2 weeks ago from Walmart.
Wow.
But they sent it to me, and they gave us a free pop protector hard stack. So for the first pop.
That's cool.
I love it when we get those, you know? They give us a free something.
It's always a plus. Now they're being sneaky. Oh, Hondo, you're in your own little funky device.
Hondo is now crucified.
That's what it looks like. So why isn't that battle droid just wandering around still without his head? That droid building or saber building droid.
Right.
Some kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just super sus.
Totally sus.
Excuse me.
It's okay. It happens.
It does. Especially after I ate a bag of spicy Funyuns. Flaming hot Funyuns or whatever the hell they were. We're going to do it. He's going to punch his way in. I have no arms, but I will help you. Put the damn arms on him.
Oh, they are green.
Oh, wow. The crystals weren't green, though. All the crystals were blue. Does it somehow change color? See, nobody's answering our Kyber crystal questions, and it's making me sad.
Yes. Well, I think you and I are the only two who are in the chat room.
Same thing. But I'm still sad.
Yes.
Oops. But yeah, so she's got a blue one just like everybody else had. Is there a
Right.
possibility it's going to come out some other color? And how many of those other ones had green? Okay, she got blue.
Oh, good, right?
Yeah, it was like a majority of them.
Right.
Did we ever? I didn't. I must. I don't know if I missed something where they somehow changed color or something while they're doing their little meditations or whatever. I don't know.
Today is a new day.
Oh yeah, is it next week? No, it's a couple weeks. I have a Thursday concert coming up soon, so I won't be in for one of the episodes.
No problem. I'm sure you'll give us plenty of notice.
My friend just messaged me about Smashing Pumpkins on the 9th, which is next week. And I have Offspring on the 6th.
Very cool.
So, starting up my concert season here. I've been low on shows lately. Now I'm going to be very show heavy.
Very nice. Little ones, half the size of the normal Joe.
Ooh, snap that head. Doink. Dang. See, now with this guy, I forget what they called him. The droid, he was in Mando, wasn't he? Anyways, that like leader droid, whatever they call him. Did he work without a head? Okay, so just slice his arm off. You think he'd still be good? Yeah, choke him out. Oh,
That'll work.
There you almost poked your buddy, but yeah, that's good.
I like those painted scooters.
They got vacuum cleaner front ends.
Right?
They look fast, though. Uh-oh. That was good. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, look at that. 3 of the 5 Padawans have green. And I missed how they turned green. Now I'm sad. That's Offspring on the 6th, right? 6. Yep, Offspring. 9th. Smashing Pumpkins. And what else do I have? Until the 24th. Godsmack on the 24th. That's the Thursday I'm going to miss.
There was a show I wanted to see that was just announced. I don't remember who it was, but I know Mammoth was on the card.
Ooh. I have Godsmack one night, and I have Metallica the following night.
Are you doing both nights of Metallica or just one?
Yeah. First night's the superior night, in my opinion.
Right.
But I'll be there for Metallica the second night, whether or not I'm there for their openers. But definitely be there for Pantera on the first night of the 2-night stand.
Or you also got your choice of like Pantera, Carrie Underwood, and whoever opening for Guns N' Roses.
We have, I think, Guns N' Roses coming through is only on the Power Trip show, which is them and AC/DC, I think, that night. Or them and, no, wait, yeah. Them and AC/DC.
I posted on Instagram. There's a picture of of Herbert the Pervert staying next to Axl Rose singing "Sweet Child of Mine," and Axl now sounds like Herbert when he sings a song. So I can't listen to that song without thinking Herbert singing that about Chris Griffin.
Uh, Uh-oh.
Spider Grievous.
Spider mode. Yeah, Spider Grievous is very creepy.
Yeah.
And that whole scene where he did that in Attack of the Clones, I got like the Thing vibes from that. With the spider version of the alien. The guy's head to us. Oh, there you go. A little bit back up.
There's the fire spray.
That's not no fire spray. But it's a fire spray model for sure.
Right.
But it does have a name. Old Betsy.
Yes.
That's its name.
Slave 2.
Slave.
I like it. I like it at all.
Look at that. Get it. You got 2 sabers. You can jack him up. Come on.
Yeah.
Dang, and he's got like 50 arms. That's crazy. He needs like 7. No, wait. How many could he hold? 5 at once and hop around on 1 foot? That would be kind of cool. Why didn't they do that? Oh. Parkour.
Right.
Go, donkey. There we go. Parkour. Oh, dang, that was a nice little jump.
And the Clone Wars separatist.
Oh. Never defeat Grievous. Uh-oh. Did we get him? Uh-oh. Come on, why isn't Slave 1 jacking everything up? Should be done. Or whatever that is. It's definitely the same model ship.
Khan!
Ahsoka. Nice little hangar bay. Watch that head there, doggy. I'll make it into a shoulder armor. Like in Andor. Oh, no, wait. Not Andor. Mandalorian.
Right.
That one Mandalorian had the cool shoulder armor that was a droid head. Very cool. I will send you my bill.
Thanks, Cody.
Blurp, 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 blurp. She got a crush on Hondo. Doo, doo, doo. Yeah, buddy, tell us. That story will wait for another time. That's a pretty star you made out of lightsabers.
Very nice. Well, we just got through another 4 episodes. Greatly appreciate it, and thank you for all those who stayed through us. We greatly appreciate that. Don't forget, tomorrow night we will have our meetup at the Fan Expo Boston Celebrity Karaoke with Emily Swallow, and this Sunday we have Jedi Archives. And we have a whole lot of great stuff happening, but we're very excited about everything. Anything you want to say before we close out, Jeff?
No. Look forward to more great episodes next week. Hopefully we get through them soon. I think we're moving on from the Clone Wars in a couple weeks, which will be nice.
Yes.
Something a little different.
Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. This is Spencer and Jeff saying, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Oh, yeah.